Alright, what's going on, my dudes? We're back here today with another week of Summer of Pain, another video of my top 10 favorite options for the HYDRA Adaptoid. Now, there's no MCOC art for HYDRA Adaptoid, so we got the red skull right here, right? Maybe we'll have, like, the HYDRA Adaptoid's face over him on the thumbnail. But we have 3 objectives again for Thronebreaker players, and those objectives are Extra Large and Villain, both at the same time, Metal, and also Shield. Now, one of those is difficult, and the other 2 are pretty darn easy. So, in my opinion, this is probably the easiest week we've had since. Darkhawk was also really easy, so I'm not sure, but this is also another pretty easy week to go along with Darkhawk and Venom. So if you were looking for a challenge, maybe next week. If you're not looking for a challenge, well, here we go, man. Either way, you have to use specific champions for these objectives if you're Thronebreaker, and if you're not, you just have to get through him. Well, the good news is if you're having trouble just getting through him, number 10 is going to be a champion that you definitely have, and that goes to any high damage per second champion. Now, this means, for example, Hercules, right? Hercules or Cosmic Ghost Rider. I didn't he's armor break immune, so maybe not Cosmic Ghost Rider, but you get the point, right? Because every single week, you know, someone comments, oh, you forgot Cosmic Ghost Rider, you forgot this person, you forgot this person. No, they go in number 10. They're going to go in number 10. So those really high damage champions who can get through these fights, even if they're not great for the fight, or if they're not meant to do the fight. For example, Hercules can't nullify, and I went in and sold on the first try with Hercules. He can't power control, he can't do anything, and he just ripped right through him because his damage is just that good, right? So keep in mind, there is true focus, I believe, here, so you're not going to be able to use Ghost or Quake to get through it. However, any really high damage output champion that you have is going to be able to get through it, at least for completion, so keep that in the back of your head if you are Cavalier, and you're not going for the objectives. Just don't worry about it, and you can get through this week very easy and make your way to getting that T5CC at the end of the summer. So, let's go to number 9 here, and number 9 is going to be MCOC. Now, MCOC's a little low on the list, however, he's on the list for a couple of reasons. Number 1, he has a consistent stagger on the special one. That's going to be really, really good in this fight. Now, not a lot of people have MCOC. Not a lot of people have MCOC ranked up. So that's why he's so low on the list. However, he is a villain and he is extra large. Okay? I don't believe he's metal. But he's villain and extra large. So, he makes the list for sure. He has a consistent stagger on Special 1. You're not going to be seeing too many unstoppable buffs, too many power gain buffs on HYDRA Adaptoid, okay? You're going to keep chaining that Special 1 over and over and over, and you're going to get him down eventually. It's going to be a slow fight, but you're going to get through it, and he fits one of the objectives. Okay? So, up next at number 8, we have my girl Black Widow Deadly Origin, who I actually use for my shield objective, okay? So, this is a bit of a tougher fight here with her. You have to definitely manipulate the AI a little bit, hold a lot of block, bait out his medium attack and counter with your light, do like a dash back and then counter with light, and then you pretty much have to get to like 3 special 2s and you're going to be good to go. Now, I wrote possible solo here, okay? It's not the easiest solo in the world to get. I have her at rank 2, 6-star, so I even had some, you know, higher health and adrenaline and more damage, right? So, you could definitely get through it depending on the AI. However, I'd say like 1 revive or so is definitely a really solid way to go with this, especially if you don't have the other shield agents ranked up. She is a shield objective champion, and that is the hard one for the week. So if you do happen to have a Black Widow Deadly Origin ranked up and you don't have the other champions ranked up, well, there you go, man. She could definitely get through it. Let's move on to number 7, and number 7 is going to be Dragon Dude. So Dragon Dude fits the metal objective, and he's going to be really good for this for a couple reasons. You can get him in the corner, just keep berating them. You know, there's no special 3 on the HYDRA Adaptoid, so you can feel free to just consistently attack him in the corner. Also, if you chain the special 3, right, you have the unstoppable, you're going to go ahead and regenerate everything that you take back, right? So he's going to be a really good option for this fight. He's also, you know, the metal champion, so he's going to do really, really well against the Adaptoid. He also does have a slow on his special 1, so he can potentially bypass unstoppable as well. So let's move on to number 6, and number 6 is going to be Kingpin. Now, Kingpin is so high only because he fits 2 objectives. Now, he's a villain, and he fits 1 objective. He's extra large and a villain. Haha. So I'd probably actually put him a little bit lower below Dragon Dude. However, Kingpin is, for some reason, day by day getting more and more underrated. He's very good for a lot of things. He has very high damage output, right? And he's going to be able to get through this as an extra large and villain champion. So, Kingpin, I'd probably, you know, upon realizing he only has one, I'd probably put him down at number 7 below Dragon Dude, but regardless, he's great for this fight, and he's also great for the objectives, okay? So a lot of people have Kingpin. He's an old champion. He's a great champion nowadays. If you don't have an extra large villain ranked up, I'd recommend ranking up Kingpin to fulfill that objective. Number 5, we have Magic. Now, Magic is one of the probably the best option for the shield. Okay, I said that Black Widow Deadly Origin is an option for shield. However, Magic is the best option. She's also an older champion as well. The other shield agents, by the way, are Quake, who you can't really use, Voodoo, who I'm not sure how he would work here, probably okay, and then also Nick Fury, along with, like, you know, Hawkeye and Captain America, World War II and whatnot. But I wouldn't really want to use Nick Fury because, you know, HYDRA Adaptoid's bleed immune. However, I'm sure Nick Fury can get through it. You can go ahead and put him in the number 10 category. But Magic, for sure, going to get through it very easy because you can just continually chain that special 2, drain his power, steal his power, and just get through it. And that's going to be a pretty possibly easy solo for you. Number 4 is going to be my boy Stealthy. Stealthy I use for the metal objective, and he gets through it very, very easy. He has a consistent slow the entire fight. You're not going to see an unstoppable buff once the entire fight. Like I said, there's no special 3 on the HYDRA Adaptoid, so you just keep berating him in the corner. You're doing a lot of damage. I recommend getting to the special 2 as fast as you can to get the extended slow debuff. Also the Fury buff, go for the special 1, get that increased crit rate. I recommend going for the special 1 first, and you're going to have a really good time with Stealthy. It was a very, very, very easy solo with Stealthy, in my opinion. And then up next, we have Mojo, who's so good here. So Mojo actually fits 2 objectives. He's extra large and villain, and he's also metal. And Mojo is amazing for this fight, because if you don't know how Mojo works, essentially when the opponent gets a buff, and it's on a timer, a timed buff, if your I think his anti-life field is active, the buff gets reduced by 90% duration. So you're never really going to see an unstoppable. You're never going to really see a power gain buff. You're not going to see any buffs on this guy at all. So you're going to consistently just drain him over and over and over every time that the opponent tries to use a special attack. It's going to remove the buffs, and you're going to be doing a crap ton of degen damage. So Mojo is really, 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 really good for this fight. Love seeing some love for Mojo, man. So Mojo is really awesome. Got the solo with him on the first try, and he went through it really easy. I think he even ate a combo as well, so Mojo's just very good for it. He also has a little bit of regen too, which is nice, man. Up next, we have Dr. Doom. So Dr. Doom fits the metal objective. He's not extra large, he's only regular large, I believe. He might actually be medium, not sure, but he does fit metal, and it's a very incredibly easy solo with Dr. Doom. All you really want to do is just, you know, get him into the corner, right? Medium, light, heavy attack chain, right? As he stands up, he'll probably throw the special 1 or the special 2, go right back in, medium, light, heavy, right? If you happen to find a shock on the opponent because of the prowess that he has, that's going to get turned into a shock from the stagger, just go ahead and throw another heavy attack. However, if there's no shock, back off, and continually just keep him in the corner like that. There's no special 3, so you don't have to worry about anything whatsoever, and you're just going to be very, very easy solo with Doom, and you're going to have a very great time. And number 1, just like last week, a champion that fits none of the objectives, it's going to go to Ronin, because, oh my god, you can just stun lock this guy in the corner. I believe Steaton did it with a 2-star. If you want to see it, go check it out. I haven't watched the video yet, but I saw the title. It was like 2-star Ronin, Jesus, HYDRA Adaptoid. It's just crazy, man. It's just such an easy way to go about it when Ronin can cheese things. Ronin's still very underrated for some really high-level stuff all the time, but when Ronin's an option, he's usually the best option, man, so you have to give him his credit here as the number 1 spot on the list. But also, another champion that I forgot to mention here is also someone who might be good. Like I said, we'll do Magic and Voodoo, okay? And the reason why is because they're both shield agents, and Voodoo is probably going to be fine with the power control, and I know people are going to comment it in the comment section, so let's just get it in the video for people who just skip to the end. So yeah, guys, this would be my list for top 10. Very rough list, of course. The content just came out. These are 9 champions, 10 champions, technically, who I believe can solo the fight without too much difficulty. I'd say more. Let's see, Ronin, Doom, Mojo, Stealthy, Magic, Voodoo, Kingpin, Dragon Dude. Yeah, all of these fights already have proof they can be soloed, so yeah, definitely possible solos for all of these. These are good for the objectives, and if you don't have any of these champions, if you're only Cavalier, or even if you are Thronebreaker, you're just looking for completion, any high damage output champion can get through this guy. Just wait for the unstoppable not to be there, and then hit him. If he kills you, use a revive it up, throw a couple potions in, and you're going to get through this guy without too much trouble at all. Ever since Mysterio, we haven't seen anything too difficult. You know, Darkhawk, Venom, and now this guy. Not the easiest fight in the entire game, but definitely nothing that you won't be able to get through. So, my dudes, it's going to be it for this video for Summer of Pain week number 6. If you enjoyed it, drop a big old like. Comment what you think about this week in the comment section below. Let me know who you use. And hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any other future content just like this coming to you very, very soon. I'll be seeing you around.